What's up, YouTube? My name is Jamin, and this is Not Too Casual. Now, if you have seen my face before, welcome back. But if you haven't, welcome as well. Either way, go ahead and give me a like right now on your way in so I can continue to get in these YouTube algorithms so my channel can keep flourishing and growing so I can continue to bring videos to you every single day. Now today, I know you saw the title. What's holding the blacks back? What's holding us back? Who's responsible? We got to do something about it. I want everybody to stay and watch the video. Even my non-blacks, hear what I have to say and what I know is holding us back. I'm going to be reacting to a video by a famous actor. You guys may have heard of him. His name is Denzel. That's right, Denzel Washington. And in this particular clip, he is doing an interview about his movie Fences that came out about a decade ago that he did with Viola Davis. The movie is set in around the 50s or so, and he's trying to teach his son the proper way that he thinks that he should go about living his life to be successful. And Denzel's particular character had big dreams, but certain things happened in his life that kept him from doing those particular endeavors, and he ended up being a trash collector. That's a quick summary. It's way more in depth than that. If you haven't seen the movie, please go see it, because we all know Denzel is an amazing thespian. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video, and remember to like, share, and of course, leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. Let's check out the interview.
In a way, he personifies the Black American experience. He's somebody who, had he not faced the racial discrimination, he could have been a great athlete, a star. But because of that, he ended up a garbage collector. And perhaps this self-destructiveness, was it caused by racial discrimination? And is that the effect of racial discrimination on people?
Here's the thing you got to remember when you talk about racial and you talk about discrimination. Maybe, what if he just wasn't good enough? See, it's so easy to just say, oh, it's because of this. It's because of racism. Oh, I didn't get the job because of that. Maybe you weren't good enough. Maybe, like his wife says, you were just too old. She says, why don't you just admit it? You were too old. He's the one that's hung up on,
But we know for a fact that so many talented African Americans who don't achieve their goals, or they're prevented or deprived from achieving their big dreams because of their skin color. I'll give you an example, Globetrotters. They were much better basket players than the white guys, but they were not allowed to play in the big league. Mm-hmm. Don't you think it is the problem is the racial discrimination?
The right word is not is, was.
Was.
And that's not the only problem. That's one of the problems. Now, you can make it the only one if you'd like, but it's not the only one. But that's a fact. That's a fact. They couldn't play basketball in the NBA. Well, their grandfathers couldn't walk on the sidewalk. Well, they were slaves. So each generation is trying to do better for the next generation. That's what Rose could see by wanting her son to get an education. What Troy couldn't see, for him, his son doing better was him getting his son a job at the sanitation department. For his wife, the son doing better was getting a good education and going to college. So each generation, regardless of race, each generation, Polish, African American, whatever, is usually trying to help the next generation do better.
Okay, guys, so real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now before I react to the video. What is holding the Black community back? The Black community is. Let me explain before you Before you explode, let me explain. Now, trust me, I do understand the history of the Black community in America, specifically North America, and more specifically, the United States of America. Trust me, guys, I'm Black. I've been taught it. I've researched it. I've learned it. I know the history of Black people here in America. I know all the atrocities. I know all of the traumatic experiences, situations, and everything that falls under anything that could have been dramatic and traumatizing to the Black community. Trust me, I've read it. I've seen the photos. I've heard interviews. I've seen everything, been to museums, everything. So I do understand. What I can't understand is holding on to it for so long, holding on to all that pain, all that trauma for so long. Now, let me explain what I mean. And I'm going to go through this in particular points, right? The first thing that I want to say, Black people, for one, we got to dress better. There was a point in time, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s started going downhill. We used to take so much pride in the way we looked, the way we dressed, the way we spoke. We actually had more respect from our personal and societal image before the 70s. What happened? I don't know. I'm not going to dive deep into that because that's a whole nother video. But we have to pay attention and be more mindful with the way we dress. The sagging of the pants, the unkept hair. Now, I'm not saying don't wear your hair natural, but let's keep it nice and groomed. We need to have more suits. We need to wear more fedoras. Fedoras used to be a thing. Now, granted, Black people do buy more fedoras than other races out here, but let's try to change our look. I know we just recently saw the quarter zip movement. Can we keep that going, please? I'm not saying put the Jordans away, put the sneakers away, but can we also own a Black suit, a navy blue suit? There are men out here who will not wear a suit. What's wrong with you? Have more pride in your image. We always talk about our ancestors, what they went through. It's how you look and how you dress, making them proud. Let's move forward. Behavior. Now, there is a new thing that's been coined, and it's called Black fatigue. We are out here acting a goddamn fool, whether or not be in these body cam videos, which we begged and pleaded for police to wear body cams because we were supposed to be putting them on Front Street. But these body cams have done nothing but put us on Front Street, and how ignorant we act. Comply, you won't die. When you get pulled over, do what the damn police officer tell you. They don't want no trauma. Sorry, they don't want no drama. They don't. I know cops. They don't want that. But when I tell you, I've seen probably hundreds of body cam videos now because I went on a whole kick where I was watching like body cam videos like crazy. And when I tell you that probably 80% of just inappropriate behavior and the amount of unnecessary escalation with police interactions are from the Black community, and how absolutely uncalled for and ridiculous it makes us look. It's absolutely insane. I am embarrassed with a lot of behavior that goes on. And we're the loudest. We're quick to say something out in public. If we feel disrespected, we have to disrespect someone else. Why can't we be more demure? Why can't we be more kept, more civil? I look at some of these comments, and then, you know, it's the non-blacks, probably mostly white people there in the comments. And of course, they have avatar accounts, and they're posting usual suspects. Oh, the monkeys are at it again. You can't tame these people. And like, I get to a certain point where I can't even take up for the behavior anymore. It's absolutely embarrassing. And of course, I got to say it's not all of us, because it's not, but it's enough of us. One of the popular quotes that the non-blacks like to put in these comments is, it's not all of them, but it's always them. You know, they may sprinkle in some white folks here, some Hispanics over there, but we got to do better. We got to dress better, and we have to behave ourselves and act like we have some goddamn sense out here. Next point, music. Throw the hip hop away. Throw it away. If you're not listening to 90s hip hop, throw it away. All this new shit we making, nah. Nah. All these female rappers out here, no. Why all the women want to rap today? Why? And all they do is talk about their body parts and taking somebody else's man, hitting the lick. Like, what are we doing? Who is a new rapper that raps with any type of substance, any inkling? I'm talking about somebody who's come out in the last 2-3 years. Who? Nobody. We got, what's his name? NLA Chopper, Blueface. These aren't even rappers. They just spitting ignorance over the most simplistic beat out there, and they don't talk about anything. The music is so destructive. Our music is so destructive. I don't even understand how many times people want to listen to serial killers talk about their actions that they've performed previously. How is this helping us? How is this? It's not. I've personally gotten to the point I don't listen to any rap music. Definitely not. I don't, unless I'm at the gym, I may listen to some older rap, but outside the gym, no. Hell no. And I used to be a big Wayne head growing up, and I got to a certain point where I had an epiphany about life, and I had to realize everything that I put in my body will affect what I exude outward, whether or not it be the food, the music, the type of information that I take in, that I read, or that I listen to, whether or not it be audiobooks or YouTube. This affects you directly. You may think it doesn't, and continue to keep thinking that. But somebody listening to this video right now is in a place where they can't understand why things aren't changing for them. And if anyone is around you that is destructive, remove them. Remove them. And the final thing that I want to talk about with the Black community that we have to relinquish, the final chains that need to be broken, is the victimhood mentality. Nobody owes us a goddamn thing. I don't care what you think. They owed our ancestors the 40 acres and a mule. Not us today. We're not getting it. Even if you think we deserve it, we're not getting it. You know how pathetic you look asking for reparations? You know how pathetic you look talking about they need to give us some reparations. Pathetic. I don't care. At this point, I don't care what happened in the past. It's over. And I'm going to say it. Get over it. Change your mentality. Understand what happened and how terrible things were, but also understand how good you have it today. In the interview, Denzel said his character didn't make it because of certain racial discriminations, but also the character's father couldn't even walk on the sidewalk. So things for us are exponentially getting better and better. Yes, we've had the KKK after us. Yes, lynchings. Yes, our communities bombed. Yes. Why? What is keeping us from doing that today? We are so resilient, but our mentality today does not resemble that whatsoever. And it's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating to see Black people blame somebody else, some white supremacy, on why they're not proceeding in life. For one, maybe you're just not good enough. Maybe you need to educate yourself on certain things. Maybe you need to dress better. I have been in positions where I do interviews to hire new employees. When I tell you, it looks like there's absolutely no home training, no education on what you should wear to interviews. People come in there with shorts, t-shirts, wrinkled, not groomed, smelling like they haven't had a shower in days. And then they're going to go home and say, that company man, Negro in there didn't hire me. And you know what? I probably hired the white person who came in with a suit on. I've seen Black people say, hey, I'm going to work at a tire shop. I don't need to dress up for the interview. Why? If somebody has the same resume as you and you come in there with a wrinkled tee on and the next person come in there with a tie, y'all both speak the same, say the exact same things, all variables be the same, except your image is below par. Guess what? You're not getting that job, bro. Because if I can't trust you to present yourself in a decent manner at the interview, it only gets worse from there. You only have one time to make a first impression. And that first impression is always going to be the best employee that you're going to get. Because it goes downhill from there. You can tell a lot from a person by how they present themselves in public, and especially in a professional setting. So remember, guys, I'm going to cut it short right here. Remember, personal image. Let's fix that. Behavior. Please, let's fix that. Let's stop topping the list with absolutely uncouth behavior out here in public. I'm tired of it. Also, music. Be more mindful with the music that you put inside of you. What you listen to affects your actions. I listen to lo-fi now. I listen to so much music without words because I want to hear myself think. I want to process what I have going on. I listen to a lot of educational things. And victim mindhood. Trust me when I tell you this. I used to be a victim. It was always because I got dreads, because I'm Black, because the white man. And I came to a certain point in my life, everything came tumbling down, right? Relationship, shit hit the fan. career-wise, everything hit the fan. I came at a crossroads. What am I going to do with life? And then I realized I'm the only person that is going to pick me up off the ground, out the mud, like they like to say, and put myself on the right track. I completely changed my mindset. I didn't depend on anyone else. I changed how I spoke. I changed how I looked. And I changed how I presented myself in general. It helped me socially, relationships, professionally, and then overall with my life goals. And I am a testimony that there is another way of happiness. Even on the way up, you will feel better about everything once you start realizing it's you that's holding you back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down in the comment section. My name is Jamin, and this is Not Too Casual. Peace.